What's going on, folks? It's Nike and welcome to an all-new MyGM episode featuring the Boston Celtics. And tonight we have officially reached the end of the regular season, and unfortunately we didn't really walk away with any of the season awards besides Coach of the Year and Executive of the Year. But since we are now moving on into the NBA playoffs, you can see the press has absolutely no confidence in our abilities, even though we tied the Chicago Bulls record of 72-10. With that being said, we are the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference, and in our first round we are going up against Milwaukee Bucks. And as always, I'm simulating these first few games, and as you can see, we have won the first 3 games, and now it is time to sit down with our owner and see what he has to say. Wow, he actually ordered 20,000 brooms because he wants us to sweep the series. Let's see if we can get it done, but for now, let's hand it over to Shaq and Ernie.
Welcome to NBA Playoff Basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal as we get you set for Game 4 of the opening round. And the series being hosted in Milwaukee for tonight's game as the Bucks will be going up against the Boston Celtics. Taking a look at the Celtics, they won Game 3 going away and are looking to make another statement tonight. Definitely a bounce in their step.
Thank you, Shaq and Ernie. And as we're officially beginning our playoff run featuring these Boston Celtics, we are going up against the Milwaukee Bucks. And currently, we are leading this series 3-0. And most of you know, this is the former team of Giannis Antetokounmpo. So you can already expect to see a very strong performance from him. Mainly due to the fact that he wants to show the Milwaukee Bucks front office that they should have never traded him. But with that being said, and since Giannis isn't really out there with us currently on the court, I want to talk about something non-gameplay commentary related. Well, it is somewhat related because I'm going to be talking about the Boston Celtics and their chances in this year's NBA playoffs. But before I do want to ask all of you in the comments below, what do you think is going to happen in the Boston Celtics versus Cleveland Cavaliers series? Do you think the Boston Celtics are going to get swept, or do you think they can actually take this series to a Game 7 or even win the series? Let me know in the comments below. I'm excited to read all of your comments. When it comes to me, I personally think that the Boston Celtics, and it hurts me to say this because I'm currently looking at a great highlight by Aaron Gordon right there and my Boston Celtics, but I do feel that they are going to get swept by the Cleveland Cavaliers. And this is not me being a bitter Los Angeles Lakers fan who is just feeling angry about the fact that his team isn't even in the NBA playoffs and their biggest rival, the Boston Celtics, is out there going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Nope, that is definitely not the case. This is just me talking basketball, and to be honest, I'm actually a huge fan of what the Boston Celtics are doing. Their future is definitely looking a lot more bright compared to my Los Angeles Lakers. But that is all I'm going to say at this point in time. Let's finally get into this gameplay commentary because as you can see, we are currently on a roll out here tonight. We have seen many alley-oop dunks in tonight's gameplay, many defensive stops as well, and of course, many green shot releases. That is what we do in this series. We create wide open looks for our teammates out there, and right there talking about, wow, beautiful defensive stop by Klay Thompson. And as we're back on the offense, we got Bradley Beal dribbling and getting it right back to Klay Thompson once again. Unfortunately, he had a foot on the line, so that was only a 2-point shot right there. But as I'm running that little pick and roll, Marcus Smart and Mr. Andre Drummond, we got Smart with a beautiful Smart pass right there. Yup, that was definitely a Smart pass to find the cutting big for an easy slam dunk. And as we are now approaching the end of the second quarter, we got Klay Thompson getting picked up on defense. Great defense by OJ Mayo for sure. But once again, we are feeding the bigs in the paint, something that the Brooklyn Nets haven't really been doing in their series against the Atlanta Hawks. They are not feeding Brook Lopez. But talking about someone that is, well, not feeding, but definitely eating, it is Giannis Antetokounmpo. He got that steal against Jared Bayless, ran the fast break and got that slam dunk to go. And as we are now back on playing defense again, What on earth is Jared Bayless doing? He is trying to be Kobe Bryant out there, but on the other side of the court, we got Giannis Antetokounmpo again with another beautifully ran fast break, a little bit of cherry picking on top, but ending it with a beautiful reverse slam dunk right there. And since Giannis is on fire in tonight's game, of course we are going straight back to him. Let's feed him the rock. One dribble move, one spin move, one up and under, and oh my goodness, Giannis is just on fire tonight. He is showing off his entire arsenal of moves tonight. This is just crazy, and right there talking about crazy, we got the Milwaukee Bucks sleeping on defense and Giannis with the 3-point shot right there. Currently 5 of 6 from the field, giving us, going into the fourth quarter of this game, an 8-point lead. And as we see the full court press coming up, you already know, if you run the full court press against my Boston Celtics, it is game over. You are definitely not going to get a defensive stop like that. And since we are currently up by 8, we are back to feeding Mr. Andre Drummond in the post. He is going up against a defender that is way smaller than him, lighter than him, and I guess weaker than him? I don't know. You let me know in the comments below if that is something worth commenting about. But since we are getting another defensive stop, this right here is definitely a play worth commenting on. Look at us! My goodness, this play, it looked like it was going nowhere, but ultimately we ended up with Andre Drummond going up for a huge alley-oop dunk again. Andre Drummond is certainly doing whatever he wants to out there. Look, he can even foul guys out there on the court and not getting any calls for it. But with Klay Thompson getting that 3-point shot to go, I think it is fair to say that that was pretty much the dagger of tonight's game. But we are definitely not done just quite yet. We got Marcus Smart with the steal and a huge slam dunk finish right there to show everybody out there that you gotta practice those handles in the off season, because that is pretty much where these Milwaukee Bucks are heading to. This is officially the end of the game, the end of the first round. We have managed to sweep the Milwaukee Bucks and definitely have seen a great game by Marcus Smart, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and of course Andre Drummond as well. Giannis going up against his former team, he went 6 of 8 from the field. That was definitely a great performance right there, considering that he only played 15 minutes. But that is it for me and for tonight's episode. Stay classy, folks. Cheers, Nike.